Good evening, Simon here, Explosive Action. I bought 10 really bad horror films for $20 and we're going to take a look at them. Let's go. So I was browsing the local horror DVD groups recently, last week, and there was some sales happening. There's always sales happening. People selling DVDs, Blu-rays. I sell stuff on the groups. But this particular horror DVD group in Australia, somebody was selling a bunch of DVDs, and what made this one interesting was two things. One, the titles. They weren't the usual bigger titles or boutique labels. What he was selling was all really ultra low budget, pretty, quite frankly, average looking films, but fun. And secondly, the price. He was charging $2.50 each, which is just, may as well just give it away, or $5 for $10, which is giving it away even more. So that encouraged not just me, but a few others to just take a punt, and I picked up 10 titles. So 8 of them are horror films, one of them sci-fi action, and one of them sort of post-apocalyptic action. And that one I have seen, and I have it on VHS, and now I have it on a DVD. But we're going to jump straight into this, and you're going to notice a bit of a theme. All right, the whole thing's just going to make me smile. Hopefully it makes you smile too. The first film is Gothic Vampires from Hell. Widescreen. Look at that cover. Blood, Guts, and Goth, apparently. And we're going to read from the back of these things. I'll show you some stuff as well. Like, as many things I can show you, I will show you. Yeah, just the disc there. So obviously, without saying, all of these ultra low budget. This was put out by Cleopatra Records in 2007. The band, Gothic Vampires from Hell, knew that music business was tough, but they didn't know it was that tough. When they meet the sexy record executives, that's Gina DeVittori from Dark World and Kristen Zake from Werewolves in a Women's Prison, that's an actual film, sort of, at Gotham Records, they thought they were sharks, but what they really turned out to be were blood-sucking vampires. When they were asked to sign on the dotted line, they didn't know they were signing a blood contract. Oh my god. It has the music of goth and industrial icons Christian Death, Electric Hellfire Club, Raised in Black, Switchblade Symphony, Fear Cult, Leather Strip, Pitbull Daycare, as heard in the hit motion pictures Saw and Scary Movie 4, and New Skin, produced by The Cure and Depeche Mode. The only names I know are Christian Death and Electric Hellfire Club. The rest of it's just all noise and sounds to me. But yes, this is the first one that I picked up. Gothic Vampires from Hell from 2007. This is actually distributed by MVD, who do a lot of boutique kind of things these days. So, you know, I quickly looked up a lot of this stuff on IMDb just to get a vague idea what I was in for, or on Letterboxd. And, you know, obviously so many of these things are 2 out of 10 ratings, but I was looking for the people that were saying it's fun, or it's just short and gory and gratuitous or whatever. And they all should fill that niche. So anyway, Gothic Vampires from Hell, I expect cheapness. Next up, we have The Red Skulls. Quite like the cover on that one. No One Leaves This Gang Alive. This one read pretty good. This is put out by Tempe Video under their Splatter Rampage range in 2007 again. So I don't know, maybe this guy just bought all this stuff in 2007. The Red Skulls have been the dominant street gang in Bronson for years, but everything changes one night when the gang leader Yuri sees his best friend hacked to pieces by a rival group. He decides to get out of town before he shares his friend's fate. There's a traitor in the ranks, one who has planted a lethal trap for his comrades. Yuri is about to find out the only thing more dangerous than a backstabbing street gang is a mutated, cannibalistic street gang. And that's what you sell me on there. The Red Skulls. Some more photos there on the back. Even the spine has old Screamy Mate there. It's got bonus features as a commentary. Behind the scenes featurette, 30 minutes. Makeup effects, outtakes reel, Freaky Tiki, Lord of the Highway music video, Cordoba Nights preview, must be another film, and a Splatter Rampage DVD trailer. So all the other wonderful things I can get. There you go, The Red Skulls. Yeah, I don't know. This one kind of read pretty good. That it was gangs and then cannibalistic street gang. That was like, yep, that'll get my $2. So, yeah, the Red Skulls. This one, there's 2 reasons, 3, 4, 5 reasons why I got this, I think. Well, let's just stop counting. It's the Mummy Raider. God. Mummy Raider. With Misty Monday. This is going to be... Yep, that's what it's going to be. I can show the back. And when I say, yeah, there's 5 reasons. Well, Misty provides 2 of them. And whoever she's making out with provides the other 2. And the 5th reason is that this is a Brian Paulin film, who's done, Cryptic Plasm and a whole bunch of gore films. And I don't know if this is going to have much gore in it. I don't know, but it's going to have a lot of Misty Monday. This was released by seductioncinema.com. So softcore is the game, I'm pretty sure. Perhaps more, I don't know. We'll find out. 2002. This is when, obviously Misty was quite young. When peril threatens the world, it's up to deadly yet delectable Misty Monday, Mummy Raider, God, to save the day and win the girl. Of course she does. Sexy, diabolical Dr. Humboldt schemes to build an indestructible Fourth Reich. For that, she requires the wisdom and magic of ancient Egypt and the resurrection of an evil King Thotep. To that end, she kidnaps Professor Cleve and his beautiful daughter Kristen, who holds the secret to resuscitating the Imhotep mummy. When Humboldt's seduction of Kristen fails, she forces Kristen to recite the incantation that brings the monstrous, ages dead mummy back to life. Little does Humboldt know that Misty Monday, Mummy Raider, is hot on her trail, and even hotter in her tight leather outfit. Rawr. Misty battles Humboldt's henchmen and the rampaging mummy with big guns blazing, lethal fists flying, and silky skin bearing. Sure she does. The mummy we're actually giving the whole plot away here. Who cares? The mummy destroyed and Humboldt safely in chains. Misty and Kristen get down to the real action, sinfully partaking of each other's luscious bodies, with a lust so intense it can raise the dead. When Humboldt promises to be a good girl, Misty sets her free, thus turning the ultra-erotic two-way into an even steamier menage a trois. Misty Monday, Mummy Raider, the world and a sexy woman has never been in better hands. Wow. And even the better thing here on the back, there's all the photos, you can get away with showing them. This special edition VHS release of Misty Monday Mummy Raider also includes the never-before-seen featurette My First Female Lover, oh my god, starring Mr. Monday, Esmeralda de la Rocca and Jane Esther. So, yep, I think we know what we're getting for this one, but yeah, it is directed by Brian Paulin, and that was an excuse. Let's just say it's an excuse to buy it, because I think the main reason's there on the front. This is going to be absolute trash. Look, in tiniest small print at the bottom. This film contains nudity and sexual situations. Recommended for viewers over 18, you don't say. Behind the scenes, Mummy Raider music video. Behind the scenes, again, Mummy Raider's outtakes, featurette, First Female Lover, and Velvet Vimo's Boy music video. Whatever. Yeah. There you go. Misty Monday, Mummy Raider. Look at the mummy. I mean, that's the thing that's going to be good about it. Hopefully, the Brian Paulin effects are actually pretty good. Well, I'm hopeful, but it is a seduction cinema movie. So yeah, Mummy Raider. Okay, the next one is the kind of post-apocalyptic action kind of thing. It's got some horror stuff in it, and I've seen this. I've got it on Japanese VHS. I saw it in a cinema of sorts, projected from probably the VHS, and this is not legit DVD. I knew this when I saw the cover. I'm like, I know what this is. This is a particular bootleg, and it's going to be DVD-R, and it is. And honestly, I don't need it. But look, $2? Who cares? This is W. W, that's all it's called. Weapons of death, vehicles of destruction, an army of terror. I think this was shot in the Philippines. It is definitely from around that area, if not. I'm pretty sure it was Philippines. Written and directed by Willie Milan, and it's got Anthony Alonso is the main star in this thing. There's some photos from the back. So this was a bootleg put out by, who was this? Underground Empire. So, yeah, I mean, it's obviously a homemade cover, and they've done a nice glossy image on it. But it is just a purple DVD-R. There is nothing. I mean, I've got the Japanese tape. This was really an excuse just to get the version with this cover and have a disc. And I'm kind of curious to see what the print's like on this one. Anyway, this modern-day Mad Max expects no mercy. Beware of Montero's army. They worship strength and have no mercy for the weak. His dangerous cult begins a wave of terror as Montero makes his plans for a drug and murder empire. That's him there, by the way. I mean, does he look like he's going to run an empire? Whatever. Only one man stands in his way, Sergeant W2 of the Special Police Forces. He is about to become the Mad Max of Asia. With his armor-covered big block Chevy Camaro, he must race against time and Montero's horde of death machines. There will be no prisoners in this fight between man and machine. The film is absolutely bonkers. I mean, there's all of the gang that won't come across there. It looks like Judas Priest are running around in these motorbikes. And yeah, there was a scene, I think it was early in the film, where our W2, I think from memory, he got his knob chopped off, and then there's crying scenes about how he can't pleasure his wife anymore. I'm pretty sure that was this film. Either way, it was hysterical. But yeah, W, look at that great cover. Yeah, it is just a boot, but there's not many options. And I do have the Japanese tape. It's just, yeah, a bit of fun to have it on a colourful looking DVD as well. So there you go, W. And this other one, which is, again, where after this it's all back to horror, but this is one I've actually been after for a while. This is another sort of post-apocalyptic action thing, but a bit more street and a bit more American. This is Ron Marchini in Karate Cop. Not to be confused with Ron Marchini in Omega Cop. I've got that one. It's around about the same time. Different director though. Martial law at his most lethal, and it's got David Carradine as well. As I said, I've been after this one for a long time. This is the DigiView Entertainment, very slimline thing. Not too sure what the options are. It's just going to be full screen, basic. In a future with no law and order, John Travis is the only honest cop left. In his future, there is only crime, corruption, and violence around every corner. Gangs rule the streets and stage underground gladiator battles. Crimes pay until Travis makes the decision to put things right. Action superstar, it's pushing a bit, Ron Marchini stars in this thrilling non-stop action film where violence is the problem. The only way, also, to solve the problem. Witness Marchini's grand assortment of martial arts moves as he fights to save the world from gang rule. A grand assortment of martial arts moves. This adrenaline rush of a movie is what action fans have been waiting for. But yeah, I have actually been waiting to see this one, Karate Cop. Unrelated to Omega Cop, this DVD is from 2006 and from a different director. There you go. Not too sure if this is a slimline thing on DigiView. Sometimes they also had those Platinum Entertainment sort of hard jewel case cover editions. Not too sure if that applies to this or not. I've only ever seen the slimline one, but yeah, I'm happy to have Karate Cop for sure. And all right, back into the horror type ones now. This one, I mean, we're just taking a punt basically at this point. I have no idea what any of these things are, but this one looks glorious. Demon Summer. Yeah, Demon Summer. As the temperature rises, the bodies fall. Fun looking cover there. We've got a disembodied head down there in the bottom. There's the back there. Not too much going on there. Just a spooky white eyes kind of thing. Every small town has secrets. 20 years ago, the small town of Louisville was stunned by the gruesome death of a local teenage girl. The case was shrouded in mystery and never solved. The only man who knows the terrible secret of what really happened that night wanders the streets in silence. 2 decades later, a group of meddling high school kids with a summer full of time on their hands get too curious about the mystery, inadvertently resurrect the town's demons. I hate it when that happens. This sleepy suburb will be forced to remember evil hides in every town. Demon Summer is a fast-paced, gore-drenched splatter rampage classic. It's another splatter rampage in the tradition of the cult hit Evil Dead series. In the tradition. That usually means we tried and failed. But again, like I said, I looked these things up briefly and they passed the first test of not uniformly being panned. There's enough people saying it's a good time or whatever. So, audio commentary, amazing. Outtakes, behind the makeup effects, Speed Freak 2003 convention tour. That's the tour of this thing, and the Splatter Rampage DVD trailers again. So yeah, directed by Luke and Andy Campbell, probably brothers. And yeah, there you go. Demon Summer. Amazing. 2004. Nice brief 80 minutes of demony. I'm happy with that. All right, we've got a few in this range, or at least two, or maybe three. All right, got some brain damage films, and this is where you know, oh my god, you will get brain damage. But this one read quite well, and I also quite like the cover. Curse of Pirate Death. Great title. Mitch Toll, Sin Devil, and Ron Jeremy. Did he die or is he still in prison? I've lost track. Anyway, Ron Jeremy, if it's the same Ron Jeremy, we will find out. It looks kind of fun on the back. It looks very cheap, of course, but it looks fun. Hands off his treasure. Over a century ago, Pirates Point was overrun by pirates led by Abraham Lavoie, who became known as Pirate Death. He looted from the town, slaughtering 150 men and women and children, and then hid the treasure, as you do. To this day, the vile putrid stench of Pirate Death can be smelled as he roams Pirate Point, protecting the precious treasure. Unaware of this terrifying and torturous nature of Pirate Death, a group of college students researching their pirate heritage decide to locate the hidden treasure of Pirate Death. Will anyone survive the curse of Pirate Death? We keep saying that. I don't know, but we'll find out. Yes, so it is a brain damage film. It contains scene selection in interactive movies. Oh man, what a time to be alive when they were doing that. Outtakes, full screen. Oh, no shit. Trailers of other brain damage films. That should be a laugh. Commentary behind the scenes. Photo gallery. Directed by Dennis Devine. And his name came up a bit when I was looking at some of the titles that was available from this seller. And I think some of the other ones might be from that director too. But there you go. Curse of Pirate Death. You can see why I made a dedicated video to these things. It's just going to be... This is some serious. Get the popcorn. Leave the brain at the door. We're watching some schlock, going in and hopefully having a good time. Rated TV MA for crude, incidental language, explicit sexual activity, and graphic violence. In for a good time. Next up, we have another brain damage film. This one actually has an Australian ratings advice on it, and it's not like fake, it looks real. I do vaguely recall that there was an attempt to do distribution for brain damage out here. But, I don't know, they shop on eBay from time to time. So here you go. Blood Legend. What a cover. Rated R. A Myth Resurrected. Sure it is. Yeah, man, look at that Photoshop embossed logo. Isn't it a thing of beauty? It's absolutely wonderful. Many centuries ago, a beautiful woman named Moira was burned at the stake for practicing witchcraft. Diana, who is a direct descendant of Moira, is desperately trying to right the wrongs of the past. She looks to her eccentric uncle for guidance in performing the spells to bring her back for another chance at life. Diana and her coven of witches perform the ritual and bring Moira back. Moira becomes a vicious monster feeding on the innocent as she must have their blood to survive. Her human form can only be kept if she makes the ultimate sacrifice. Can the wrongs of the past be rewritten? Only the blood of the next victim will tell. This is directed by Rusty Nelson. That name came up a few times when I was looking. So there you go. There's Moira, and there's a army guy with a bazooka, and there's a blonde next to him. So yeah, Blood Legend. Slideshow and a trailer. This one's quite devoid of anything extra. Who cares? Blood Legend. We will see. It looks entertaining enough. 2005 Brain Damage Films goes for 85 short minutes. The correct length for that kind of film. Next one, this is another Dennis Devine. This is Blood Mask. This one looked quite good. I like the cover on this one. Possession of Nicole... What? Lamoureux. Possession of Nicole Lamoureux. Blood Mask. I can show you the photos there. There's some gore there. There you go. There's some gore, but no boobies. Might be some boobies in the movie. An evil from the past, a beautiful co-ed at odds with her priest father. Cursed Iron Mask, a teacher with a dark family secret. 6 college students trapped in a haunted mansion, dying one by one with the Iron Mask nailed to their face. Yeah, okay, sounds like a slashery thing. Join Nicole and the people she loves as they fight for their very souls in an intelligent thrill ride. Eerily blurs the line between pain and pleasure, guilt and innocence, life and death, and heaven and hell. Fans of this genre will recognise well-known horror actors including actor-director Ford Austin from Creepies 2, Randall Malone from Witch's Sabbath, Daniel DeLuca from The Curse of Lizzie Borden, and the acting debut of writer Kristen Johnson. Acting debut of a writer. Can't wait for that. But it certainly does look like it's brought the gore, so that's a good thing. This was put out by Razor Digital Entertainment. Like, who are these companies? They are nobody. 2007, short 82 minutes. Bang on, that's what I want. And yes, again, directed by Dennis Devine. So, hoping I picked a good director for some fun and cheap thrills. There you go. Blood Mask. And we have one left. And I think this one is another brain damage. It is this one. I've seen this cover around for a long time. Death Factory. Look at that. It looks so utter. This is like the cover photo for how cheap all of these are. But it looks fun. Again, it's got Ron Jeremy, Tiffany Shepis, and Carla Zamudio. But Ron Jeremy, unbelievable. They don't put photos of him on the back. They just put photos of the girls. I wonder why. Half-human creature driven mad! 3 exclamation marks. This dark and decrepit factory was once used to make deadly experimental chemicals. One of the workers contracted a grim virus. The company denied any responsibility. The ill worker quit her job once she started to physically mutate. As time went by, she returned to the factory's half-human creature driven mad and craving human blood to survive. In an orgy of bloodshed, she maliciously slaughtered all of her co-workers. The vile creature disappeared and the factory was shut down. Since then, there have been several disappearances around the area, but no proof anything happened. Until now. Man, it's got some, lovely looking ladies there on the back. All looking kind of like shocked. Hopefully there's some splatter and other nice things happening in this film. DVD features that are not rated include the interactive menus. How could you rate an interactive menu? Trailers for brain damage films, Spanish subtitles if you want, director and producer commentary, full screen, presentation behind the screen scenes, the making of, bloopers, cast and crew, photo gallery. Ooh, 100 minutes? That's pushing it a bit. Written and directed by Brad Sykes. Let's hope that 100 minutes is a misprint, but who knows? We will see if that extra 20 minutes for this kind of film is actually warranted. It's probably not. But anyway, there you go. There's the disc. And this was just put out by Brain Damage themselves, braindamagefilms.com. I wonder if that site still exists. So there you go. I picked up 10 mostly trashy looking things here. As I said, W I've seen before and is a good fun time. It's very unrelated to these things. And Karate Cop, I'm hoping it to be good fun post-apocalyptic action. The rest, we're down to dollar store horror DVD territory here, and I can't wait. When I'm in the mood, I'm going to be slapping these things on and have a bit of a crappy horror night, I think. Or 2 or 3 or 4. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this kind of impromptu little horror DVD sort of update, unboxing, kind of. I mean, I didn't have the box here, but it's basically what we just did. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know if you've seen any of these things and your thoughts. What should I be prepared for? How many bottles of whiskey do I need to have beforehand? Am I going to crack the old J&B open, or is it just straight into the rum? I don't know. You let me know. Check out this thing. Check out this thing. And I'll see you next time.